Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday morning's meditation seminar. So we'll suspend our mind just a teeny bit, and we'll free awareness to become aware of its own self. We're practicing this art of becoming aware of awareness itself. This innate base. And then, having established ourselves more or less in this awareness, this field of awareness, this space of awareness, this energy of awareness, this light of awareness, this knowingness through awareness. We'll extend this awareness through our body, because we're practicing embodying this field. So we extend all the way down into the earth. Then we can extend all the way up to the heart, palate of the mouth, behind the eyes, top of the head, into the sky. And awareness awakens awareness. Awareness awakens awareness within our own self and within each other. Then again, having established ourselves more or less in this embodiment, please don't talk. Just turn them off. Turn them off. Laura, turn them off. That's the way it goes. We'll extend to them also. So we'll extend the awareness to each other. Extend it to our friends on the internet. Wherever you extend awareness, begins to permeate the situation. Then we'll extend awareness to our ancestors, the mothers and the fathers, the mothers and the fathers. The light meets the light. We'll have another extension of this light, this energy, We'll extend it to all the different teachers and yogis and gurus we've met. Those people who embody awareness so completely that the invisible becomes more visible. We'll extend to Lama Norla and all the people at the monastery. The light moves through. It's not always user-friendly. It's ultimately fire. It's not just a smooth lake. It's fire. It's light. Then we'll extend to all the different traditions we participate in. Nowadays, geography is so tiny, information is so available. We can experience many different understandings about this awareness. And they mix in our bodies and we become universal people. We'll make one more extension. This extension is mysterious. It's to this dimension of awareness that actually manifests us. It's the energies, vortexes, primordial light that we experience as the devas and dakinis, gods and goddesses, the archetypes. And this morning we'll extend to the dakini, the Divine Mother, in her many forms. I'm going to talk about, as we remain in meditation, I'm going to talk a little bit about the nature of this awareness as the Tantras. Without understanding what's actually happening may be missed. Without understanding what's actually happening and manifesting may not be worked with. So you can actually waste a lot of time in meditation, waiting for a Godot, and nothing happens. Tantra is easily misunderstood. It's not easy to understand. It all depends on what context that you understand Tantra in. So this morning, I'm again presenting the Tantra in light of Dzogchen, So the nature of Tantra is the experience of the continuity of awareness within our own self. That within our own self, no matter what happens, either within us or around us, we have that ongoing, continuous experience of this field of awareness, this field of spaciousness, this field of the energy, the Shakti, the Chi, this field of light, this field of knowingness, gnosis. Then not only within our own self, but we experience this continuity of awareness with others. Continuity within the world, and then even beyond the world, within this cosmological universe. This ongoing continuity of awareness in spite of and in light of everything that's taking place. Tantra is the experience of continuity, the experience of the continuity of non-duality within duality, and the continuity of the experience of duality within non-duality. Tantra is being in both simultaneously. Tantra is the experience of oneness and difference simultaneously being held by us. Tantra doesn't eradicate difference. It doesn't eradicate duality. Tantra is the experience of the continuity, of the growing continuity, of the union of our mind and awareness with our own self. One of the most basic dissociations we suffer is between being in our mind alone and in the far background is this realm of awareness. Or we may find ourselves in the realm of awareness, but then our mind is far away. Both are incomplete. As we gain union of our mind in awareness, paradoxically or not so paradoxically, we can begin to experience duality within non-duality, and non-duality within duality. Tantra is the direct inside to inside extension of the field of awareness between ourself and others. Tantra is an inside to inside experience. Tantra is true intersubjectivity, as within subjectivity to within subjectivity, inside to inside, though there's also an outside simultaneously. There's a me and there's a you, difference, duality, outside, external, and simultaneously there's this awareness, this directness, inside to inside, ongoing continuity. Tantra is the experience. It's always experience. It's not an idea. It's the experience of the non-conceptual knowingness between us and all phenomena, between us and all appearance. At its heart, it's this direct knowingness, this direct felt sense, directly knowing. Gnosis, jnana. Tantra is the connection, the continuity between the light of our own awareness, that light that looks and gazes and illuminates experience, and the lucidity of phenomena. It's a Dzogchen word, that all phenomena is light and is the manifestation of light. So as I look at you through the light of my awareness, the possibility opens to experience the light through you and form. Not only through humanness, but through all the phenomena, all the stuff. The light of awareness experiences the light of all phenomena. Non-duality, indivisibleness. Or as the Dakini said to Durjab Lingpa, the great Dzogchen master, you and I are indivisible. There is a you, there is an I, and we're indivisible. We don't have to slash one side. Tantra is a transmission. Just like we can transmit with our mind and project things in this world, awareness itself extends itself, transmits itself into everything and anything. This transmission doesn't belong to any tradition. You don't need ordination. This transmission is the very nature of human awareness. And this is the transmission. This transmission is the Buddha, if you like that metaphor, or Shiva, if you like that metaphor, or the Christos, if you like that metaphor. Metaphors of awareness. Human awareness is the manifestation of this primordial awareness. Primordial awareness manifests itself as our very own subjectivity, our very own knowingness, and also as our mind and as all the circumstances. Everything is a manifestation of the primordial light. Tantra, in its heart essence, is the experience that opens to all of us of timeless awareness manifesting in time. As we become aware of awareness, the door actually opens without years and years of practice to experience timeless awareness. Open, unborn, undying, timelessness. Path will pause. Maybe you can touch it right now. Unbound, open. Timeless awareness, manifesting in time. So Tantra is holding simultaneously. This word simultaneous runs through all the tantric practices. Holding simultaneously, being in timeless awareness and in time. Not to hold timeless awareness and time simultaneously can create a caricature of time, a caricature of human existence. Sometimes non-tantric traditions that discover timeless awareness foreclose time. They don't see it as existing. They don't see it as actuality. It's just delusion. In timeless awareness, we hold both. Some only hold time. They're just in time. Not enough time. Time's passing. The luminous awareness, the luminous nature of this awareness is our very own subjectivity, our very own personhood, who-ness. That's why this is considered the easy path, huh? Because your own awareness is both the doorway and ultimately the source manifesting as your own awareness. Then people start calling their own awareness nasty words. Oh, it's ego. Blah, blah, blah. They miss out on directness in the immediacy of their own life, just as it is. What's also interesting and amazing, Tantra is the capacity to extend this luminous field into others, and even into the lucidity of all phenomena. It really is this great capacity, this extension of this awareness into others is really the great compassion, the bodhicitta. The bodhicitta is not just wishing everyone well, or sort of like happy birthday, good luck, think of you often. It's the very power of the heart essence to be given to situations and to others. Tantra is this primordial openness. It is this energy, and it's the light. Tantra dissolves dissociation. Tantra dissolves dissociativeness. It dissolves both personal dissociation and cosmological dissociation. It brings indivisibleness. Tantra requires, it does have requirements. It requires us to enter into our awareness of this awareness. And our sustaining, not always easy, sustaining this awareness and being sustained by awareness throughout the unfoldment of circumstances, throughout the unfoldment of our life. In Tantra, the very circumstances of our life is the path of liberation. The very circumstances. So Tantra brings forth the integration of our mind and our body within this light of the awareness field. That's why a lot of Tantra has to do with integrating everything and anything into this awareness. It's the opposite of not this, and neither that. Tantra is integrating everything into this field of energy, of light. Space. Tantra metabolizes experience. Tantra is the simultaneous embodiment of our mind and the embodiment of our body within this awareness. The body is the very medium of the field of awareness. Being in both our mind and our embodiment simultaneously unifies our mind and body, and unifies the splits of duality within the non-duality of this sphere, SPHURE, of awareness that we are. Tantra brings forth the power of resonance, unbound vast resonance. Tantra accesses the life force within our body and within the world and even the cosmological universe. Tantra is resonance within the various dimensions of our existence. Even we sit here in this moment, we can be locked inside the body, or locked in our mind, or in this awareness, we can feel the resonance of awareness, this sea of awareness that we're actually into, that we actually live in. We can feel the resonance of this sea of awareness. We experience it. It flows. It resonates. It opens. It pulsates. It pulsates. It resonates within both good events and terrible events. We keep expanding our range of resonance. In a nice little room like this, resonance is pretty easy. Music, stillness. So we might start there. It's nice starting simply in meditation, huh? But then, as that resonance starts to become more powerful, as the awareness starts to more and more manifest, then you begin to take that awareness into every situation of your life. That's why awareness is the great protection. We'll stop right here now. Let's extend without any effort whatsoever to each other, to the room. Now, these different dimensions of our existence, huh? To use Dzogchen language, there's the Manakaya. That's us sitting in this little room. Flesh, bodies, cameras, cars, flesh, us. We can extend there, resonate. Embodying the energy, the elementalness, vitality, luminosity. There's another dimension called Sambhogakaya. That's the archetypical dimensions, huh? The more primal energies. We can relate to that dimension, extending. Can extend to the archetypes, primordial energies, primordial powers, Dakini, Gnosis, the feminine, resonating, opening, embodying. We can resonate to Dharmakaya, pure, unborn, undying potentiality. If we try and do this with our mind alone, we'll have some good ideas, but it doesn't quite work. We can know all about it, but there's no experience. then, as we get a little better, we start experiencing it simultaneously. Just as we are. What's tricky about Tantra is this. You think you have to earn it. You really have to be a good boy, a good girl, or good dog, whatever species you are. And then you get the pat on the head, and you get it. You know, you earned it. Actually, it's the one thing that doesn't work that way. As Longchenpa, perhaps the greatest of the Dzogchen masters, would say, this is natural awareness. This is given. This is the givenness. If you think you're going to earn it by virtue, you will get the rewards of virtue, which is really great. But actually, don't confuse it with virtue alone. And it's not that virtue isn't really great, and not that virtue cannot be a manifestation of primordial awareness, the goodness of the heart and your capacity. But you have to go beyond the superego, that judgmentalness. Right, wrong, good, evil, better, best. You step beyond that judgmentalness about yourself. Then awareness can manifest. Directly and easily. One more comment. When we look at psychology, say, ego, which is really good to have one, thinking, feeling, memory. And when we look at the superego, right, wrong, can help really maneuver through this world, more or less. And then you look at instinct, drives. Now, without awareness, that configuration alone, within your own self, or between others, is really going to be difficult, filled with conflict. That was Freud's brilliancy, the amount of conflict. But as you start to allow this function of awareness to come into your life, and it begins to rise and permeate your ego, your mind, good to have one, then a lot happens, And it starts to really come and starts to dissolve the critical, rapacious superego, that nothing is ever quite good enough. It liberates you from that. Then even the instincts, with their constant drivenness, begins to infuse the instincts. And the instincts actually infuse this light of awareness, that the soma, the body, becomes more and more this body of light, this body of energy. We'll meditate a while now on this awareness and its activity in us, even at this moment. There's another quality of awareness. It's a primordial quality. It's also archetypal. And that is that awareness is the Guru. Guru is not a person, a structure. The Guru is the very nature of your own awareness. When Dzogchen, one relates to the Guru within their own self, and actually within others, with that resonance. The Guru is the power of self-revelation. And focusing within our own self on the Guru, darkness to light, is really important from the very beginning. As we do that, the very function of our own self-agency, our action, begins to become infused by this dimension of our own awareness. So we've been cultivating this awareness for about an hour now. Let's focus on people we know and love who are having difficulties, huh? And so we'll extend our awareness to them. The light meeting the light. Inside to inside. As you do your practice, this is really the practice of the great compassion, and your body becomes more and more a vehicle, huh, for this sort of action. And as you practice this, more and more light and energy comes into you. It's a win-win situation. Of course, the question arises, well, is this awareness theistic? Depends what you mean by theistic. In Dzogchen, it's considered pantheistic. That divinity is every place and everywhere within everyone. And so every situation actually opens as a doorway for liberation, self-liberation. We'll also focus on our city and our country right now, today. And then we can rub our hands together and we can place it on our heart and use that gesture of sealing, the gesture of sealing meaning that we're sustaining this experience of awareness throughout our day. I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. We'll be here again next Friday, and we'll have Dakini Day this Saturday at 8 o'clock. You're welcome to stay and meditate to 9 o'clock, and also some refreshments upstairs. And we'll put the mantra back on. This is a Dakini mantra, and it's being sung by Lama Tarchin. And the Dakini mantra helps. All these mantras are syllables and language that helps bring forth, invoke that archetypical experience of gnosis, direct perception.
se de